Welcome, guys, to the 15 Red podcast with me, Graham Drayton, live here at Burton-on-Trent on Wednesday, the 3rd of March 2021. And we're here with also same country. We normally go to Mike in America, but we're here with Scott in Ireland,
Yes. Very good evening, Graham. Good to see you once again.
Yes, good to see you too, Scott. Hope you're staying safe and well.
Yes, all well and nice and safe, just in the bedroom here.
Yes, so it's just us two, like I say, as Mike has a duty with his car or something like that. So
Yeah.
he's not with us. But anyway, we'll carry on regardless. And we're talking about the Gibraltar Open. First of all, Scott, Stephen Hendry's last night, losing 4-1, but did make a century to get the frame.
Yes, a break of 107 in frame 2 to change his centuries total after 3,500 odd days.
And yes, he must change his Twitter account now.
Yeah.
But what did you make of Hendry's comeback as a whole? His standard of play, his cue action that he said was better than it was 10 years ago. Do you agree with that?
Well, he was reasonable for a first match after 9 years. But on that performance in general, nah, I'm not expecting much, really.
You know, as I was watching him play, I was thinking, this just doesn't feel right. To me, It didn't feel right. You know, fair enough to all the Stephen Hendry fans out there and everything. But
which we are, by the way. We're not stealing him at all.
Absolutely. But what I was saying, just like, it didn't sit well with me. It didn't feel, it felt weird. It felt alien almost.
No.
To somebody of his standard, like we know Hendry can play, to be failing like he was.
Yeah.
It just doesn't read well. It really doesn't.
He'll not qualify for Sheffield on that standard.
He certainly won't. Although at least he made the century. Yeah. That's one good thing that he did.
So, as he says, he'll have to change his Twitter account now because it's been Stephen Hendry 775 for the last 9 years.
And what did you think of Matthew Selt?
Yeah, steady enough. Very, very. He's a good player, Matthew Selt. Actually, he needs a good run here this week because the money that he got for winning the Indian Open 2 years ago, those points are coming off at the end of the week. So he needs a good run to sort of reclaim a spot in the top 32, which will put him in a good spot in the World Qualifiers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Matthew Selt is progressing as a player and he's maturing. He definitely is maturing there. That was Stephen Hendry's performance last night. But today, on the contrary, we had fellow Scotsman Alan McManus getting through, didn't we?
Well done.
4-0, which is we haven't seen. I don't think we've seen McManus win 4-0 in quite a while, which is good for him to drop a frame.
Well done, Alan. That was marvellous. Obviously, didn't see the match, but super. Well done, Alan.
He beat Kasper Filipiak.
Filipiak, yes, the Polish fellow.
So McManus goes on now to play Jimbo, the Chinese man, in the next round.
Yes.
He's got chances there, we feel.
Young first season professional there, so the old Angles should be able to wriggle out of that one all right.
Fantastic player is, Alan. Some more results from today. Stuart Bingham beating Gerard Green, your man, 4-0.
Oh, well, not a good day for Northern Ireland today, it has to be said.
Dominic Dale losing to Peng Fei 4-0.
Stick to the commentary box, Dominic.
Anthony Hamilton against Barry Pinches, an old school match there, which you said off air.
Yeah.
4-2 to
Well
Hamilton.
done,
Fraser Patrick, another Scotsman going through, beating Liam Highfield 4-1.
Yeah.
It's a good day for the Scots.
Actually,
well in this tournament.
Alan was saying that if you listen to the most recent episode of Dave Hampton's podcast, he was saying, or Alan McManus was on it, and he was saying that, you know, sometimes because there's nobody on the trains now, Fraser and him, you know, sit socially distanced in the same carriage, going from Glasgow to Milton Keynes. So, you know, they know each other quite well, Alan and Fraser, so it will be.
Yeah, that's it. Well, let's hope they don't meet each other for.
No, indeed not.
Another Scotsman going through, Scott Donaldson.
Well
done. Peter Lyons 4-2.
I like Scott Donaldson, and not for the obvious reasons that he has the same Christian name as I do, but no, Scott Donaldson he's a marvellous player. Has won the Championship League before, so you know, he does have a tournament win under his belt, albeit not a ranking tournament. But
I didn't know he had the same Christian name as you. Sorry, Scott.
You're all right.
No, it's all right. I'm just messing around. Scott, good player, Scott Donaldson, though.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Played John Higgins on Crucible debut, but got big. So,
Ryan Day. Now that was a bit of a shock, wasn't it?
He's gone.
Gone. Leads into the fellow Welshman, Joe Jones, 4-3.
A lot of the Siders now.
Yeah, especially in this short format as well.
Well, that was a bit of a shock, but again, the shootout's a bit of a I don't mean to be rude to Ryan, but the shootout's probably a bit of a flash in the pan tournament.
Your man Brown going out today against Rod Lawler.
That would have taken a while because that went 4-3.
Yeah, another one gone. Another decider. But your man there, did you watch that match today?
No, I didn't get to see it actually, but I think I may have been watching the budget at the time.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. Rod Lawler beating him 4-3. Is that a bit of a shock?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Jordan doesn't seem to have carried any momentum from the Welsh Open at all. He's got thrashed 6-0 by John, but now he's lost.
I think that's understandable. I think we can forgive him for that.
Yeah.
Losing to Rod Lawler 4-3 is a bit unforgivable in current form.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm a bit surprised he's lost a decider, given he played 5 at the Welsh, but nonetheless.
Absolutely, I agree. Jamie O'Neill beating Lee Walker 4-2.
Well, Lee Walker, there's a name from the past. A World Championship quarter-finalist in 2000 and a good friend of Mark Williams, actually.
Oh. So, what do you reckon to Jamie O'Neill?
Reasonable player, so with Championship League, so not a bad player at all.
Figueiredo lost 4-3 to Zhang Zhu.
Well, we know Zhang Zhu's in reasonable shape because he beat Ding in the Welsh.
He did, and he's progressing, isn't he? He's coming up a bit.
Yeah.
Zhang Zhu. Yeah.
Yes,
and now,
Chinese youngsters are doing very well.
Yeah, we get our third whitewash of the day, coming from Anthony McGill beating Lewis Keith 4-0.
Scott.
Another Scot. He's going well for the Scots, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, Lewis Heathcote. That was expected result.
Yeah. Louis not a bad player. He did beat Ali Carter in World Championship qualifying last season, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. And it was the first time in 17 years that Carter didn't make Sheffield.
Wow. I wouldn't know.
He didn't actually make Sheffield himself. He lost to Angles in the last qualifying round.
expected. Um, so our next one, which was the controversy that was surrounding this match, John Astley, who was a replacement for Ronnie O'Sullivan, who withdrew because he was playing Ali Carter. Ali Carter beat Astley 4-2. That isn't a surprise, but if Ronnie was there, it would have been a completely different result, of course.
Well, probably yes, given their head-to-head records. But as I rather funnily described to you off air the other night, the Carter O'Sullivan controversy is sort of like the Duke of Edinburgh's illness. We don't really know what's actually wrong.
No, yeah, that's right. And I was thinking about this, Scott, the other day. Right? I know we're digressing a bit, but we was thinking before Shoulder Barge happened, before Shouldergate, so Mike calls it, there was absolutely, in my view, there was nothing between them two going on. There was no friction at all. And now suddenly all this has started to occur. There must have been a deep-seated reason for this.
Well,
we still don't know.
Well, as Mike's said before, I don't know whether he said it live or whether he said it on air, but I mean, if you look at it, Ali's only beaten him once, and the one time he did beat him was that Shouldergate match of the World Championship 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And he's not beaten him otherwise. So that does create a bit of animosity. Whether there's something other than that behind it, we don't know.
Because as I said yesterday in the podcast, that if they keep doing this, if Carter and Ronnie keep doing this, where I know they won't do it World Championship, but if they do it these short tournaments where they keep withdrawing from each other, if they get drawn together, surely can the Snooker Association step in and say, we've got to do something about this?
You'll understand, as I said, that they can't fix the draw, but I'm sure Barry would step in and have a word with them. I mean, I don't think they would do it at Sheffield, but you never know.
Do you think Barry should do you think Barry should be now nipping this in the bud before any further tournaments are taking place?
Well, like, Ali could be genuinely ill,
but he's won today.
Yeah,
I mean this is so.
But then, like, it is difficult. But I think if it happens one more time, like, I think Barry would step in. But for now, just leave it and let them calm down and see what happens in the future, I think.
Maybe they should get together and try and sort it out. We had another whitewash today. Unnu beat Sean Maddox 4-0.
Yes, and by the way, Sean Maddox is a possible guest.
It possibly is. We've got a few guests to inform people about. Which I'll do the quiz first, and then we'll get on to that. But other matches taking place currently. Billy Joe Castle. I'll just renew this just a second, just to make sure. Okay, Sonny Akinney is beating Hayden Pinfay at the moment 2-0.
Well done, Sonny.
Jamie Wilson is beating Hamid Hussein.
That was John.
And I think
that fella Hussein was John's replacement.
Yeah, and another thing, we haven't heard why John's retired from this tournament.
Withdrew, you mean, not retired.
Withdrew, sorry. Yeah, withdrew.
Well, he probably did want to celebrate, because remember, it's a 7-hour drive back to Scotland from Milton Keynes, so...
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think also there's family ties in there as well. So
I know.
Probably his family. Also,
this makes me feel rather old, actually. John's oldest is younger than I am.
Okay. And so at the moment, Scott, Billy Castle and Ben Wollaston are at 3-3.
Oh, you'd expect Wollaston to come through there.
Yeah. Let's just see. Can I see the game there? I don't think so. Anyway, so we've got some games tonight. We've got Neil Robertson against Pifan.
Probably,
Yeah.
he would probably do that.
Yeah. Well, Dylan Emery against Ben Hancock.
Oh, two amateur. Well, the defending English amateur champion Ben Hancorn obviously won't be playing there next year, and Dylan Emery, he's an amateur from Wales, so.
Bit of a dodgy one. Could go all the way.
Yeah, I'd go for a decider there, but I wouldn't call it.
Okay. Oliver Lyons playing Riley Parsons.
Well, Oliver Lyons, he's a good youngster. Obviously, his dad Peter's a good sort of journeyman pro for the best part of 25 years, basically. So he's got a good snooker heritage, Oliver Lyons. He should come through that.
Anything on Riley Parsons?
Nothing really. First season pro, not done much.
And the last game of tonight is Simon Lichtenberg against Lu Ning.
Well, Lu Ning, the UK Championship semi-finalist, so he should come through that.
Right, so that's tonight's covered for the Gibraltar Open tonight. And now I've got a little quiz for you, Scott, little 5-question. Obviously, if Mike was here, then he could have answered some of these as well. But anyway, what event did John Parrott win in 1992 by beating John Kears? That's your first question.
By beating John Kears. Was it the Pontins Professional?
This is question 2. No, it's not. Do you want me to give you the answer for that one?
Yeah.
Junior Pot Black.
1982.
1992.
Well, he was a professional by then.
Well, the question states 1992. It might have been 1982. You're right.
Probably was 1982 because he was a professional by then.
Probably the website that I took that from have got the date wrong.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
he was world champion by then.
Was John Kears in the 80s?
Well, yeah, he was a decent amateur player, I think. Never made the pro ranks.
Probably was 82. Yeah. So yeah, I'll give you that one. Okay. What is Ronnie O'Sullivan's middle name?
Antonio.
2 for that one. Well done. Which player? Sorry. Who refereed 4 World Championship finals between 1983 and 1999, including the 1990 World Final when Stephen Hendry became the youngest world champion?
That was Len Ganley.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. Okay. From 1975 to 1999, 5 players became ranked number 1 in the world.
Mike did that one last night.
Oh, we did. Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry about that. Yeah. We'll move on to the next one. Sorry. At which venue? We haven't had this one. At which venue did Alex Higgins win the 1972 World Championship?
Wythenshawe British Legion?
In?
Manchester.
No, it's Birmingham, but I'll give you 2 for getting the actual answer right there. So that's your, because have we got a 5th question? I think so. Just a second. Who reached the 1978 World Championship semis at the age of 64?
We've had that one before as well. Fred Davis.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So, well, I'll have to get a bunch of new questions. I'll have to try and get a bunch of new questions.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, so that's we'll give you 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 99, Scott.
Well, I'll since there's only 2 of us, I'll return the compliment and give you 5.
Well, Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, 94 then, and thank you. So that's 35.
No, I'm saying I'm going to give you 5 questions now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So you've got 99 then, Scott.
Yeah.
Right. Go on then. Oh
No.
dear.
These will be easy. Right. Who made the 100th maximum break in professional competition?
Okay. Yeah. Go on. Oh, do you want to answer now?
Yes. What
Okay,
have you got?
Hendrick.
No. Selby.
Okay.
Who defeated Alan McManus to win the Welsh Open in 1994?
David.
Correct.
Yes. Get it. 2 points.
Correct. Question 3. At which venue was the Masters held between 1979 and 2006?
That's the Wembley Conference Centre.
Correct.
Yes.
And what? This is question 4 now, is it?
Yeah.
Who is the only South African that made the final of the World Championship?
Perry Mans.
Correct.
Yeah.
And,
Come on.
and who made the first 146 break at the World Championship?
Oh. Roddy.
Graham Dott.
Ah. Okay, -1. Because I thought Roddy did it when he was going for his maximum and then went for 1.
No, that was the Welsh Open. That was
Okay.
the Welsh Open.
Okay, so I've got 32, 4, 6, 34 points after that with 2 wrong answers.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And Mike's still stuck on what, 40?
53 is on.
So,
and you are now 1 point away from becoming ranking champion.
I should do it tomorrow night.
Yeah, you could do it tomorrow night, unless Mike comes up with some really difficult questions. Right, so we've now got, Scott, just to do the the fantasy. So
who you got tonight then?
2 players to go on the fantasy gauge. We've got, first of all, Martin Gould.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
I'm going 3 points there.
Okay, he's ranked at 29 in the world. So yeah, I'll stick him at a 3-pointer because he's there. Like I say, he's there or thereabouts, isn't he? He's around. He's always around, and you know, he's quite a decent player when he's on his day.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's underachieving though, isn't he? I think.
Yeah.
He does underachieve.
He has underachieved.
And I'll go for and the next one, Scott, is Jamie O'Neill.
Well, he's just won today, but I think I'll go 2 there.
Yeah. Overall, 2 points.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, we spoke about Jamie, didn't we, earlier on?
Yeah.
He's ranked at 80 in the world. So he might go up after today.
Well, he's in danger of dropping off the tour if he doesn't get inside the top 64.
And just a quick brief note on the Tour Championship, because you can explain that a little bit more, Scott, to us, the Tour Championship. It's just the top 8 players, isn't it?
1-year list, yes. Remember I was saying before the Players' Championship that the 1-year list is different from the official ranking list. The 1-year list calibrates your money from this season only, whereas the official ranking list is your money from the last 2 seasons.
Okay. So because we've got the Kazoo Cup as well. That's part of the event. That's part of the event, isn't it?
Yeah. Whoever comes out of the 3 events sponsored by Kazoo, that's the World Grand Prix, the Players' Championship, and the Tour Championship. Whoever comes out of that with the most points gets a bonus of £100,000. So that's the Kazoo Cup.
Okay.
Yeah. So who's top of the Kazoo Cup standings at present?
Right. So far, John Higgins.
Because of his winning the Players' Championship, of course.
His total points is 1,300. Sorry, 100,300. Oh, I can't do it. Never mind. 132/500. There you go.
Yeah.
132,500.
132,500.
That's it. Thank you, Scott. Yeah. So the next rated is Judd Trump with 100,000. Then we've got Ronnie O'Sullivan at 70,000. Because, of course, Ronnie hasn't won a tournament. He's been in finals and not won the trophy. So that's why he's gone down to third in the rating.
But on the 1 year list, can you get the 1 year list up there?
Yeah, I've got the 1 year list. Ronnie is at 5th.
And John's 4th, isn't he?
Yeah.
And of course, and the way that the matchups work for the Tour Championship, 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, and 4 plays 5.
So in that respect, we've got Judd Trump playing Barry Hawkins because Trump's already.
No, as it stands, of course.
As it stands, I think Mike's just about to join us. I think towards the end.
Yes.
Hang on. I think he's just about to join us. So I think I've got to unlock it, hopefully. Just a minute, Scott. Just 1 second. Call him again and see if he returns. So yeah, we've got Judd Trump against Barry Hawkins. We've got Lisowski against
Selby.
Sorry. Higgins against Wilson.
O'Sullivan.
No, Higgins O'Sullivan, yeah. So I'm having to scroll up and down. And then we've got Robertson against Wilson. That's right.
Another repeat.
Yeah, and then Selby against Lisowski.
But
so that's
there we go.
The draw.
Hey, how are we doing, fellas?
We've just you'll be pleased to know that Scott's now on 99 points on his predictions because he's just done the quiz and got all 5 right.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Oh dear me. Okay. Oh dear me. Oh, Mike, what have you been up to?
Sorry about the delay. I had a couple of things I had to do with my car, so I was a little bit behind here.
Right. I'll just tell you what we've done. By the way, Yvonne Cook says, "Love those questions." Scott.
Well,
yes,
that's my aunt, as a matter of fact.
Right. Just to let you know, Mike, that we've put 2 more into the fantasy group.
Yeah.
We've had Martin Gould, who's Scott's rated as a 3-point player. And we've also got Jamie O'Neill as a 2-point player.
Jamie O'Neill, 2-point player. He's got lots of ground to cover. Martin Gould. All right, I'll reluctantly agree with Scott on that one because I don't want everyone to be a 2-point player.
Okay.
So,
Just
get winning.
And your thoughts on the Hendry performance last night?
You know what? I thought he played pretty well. I know he lost. Without being results oriented, I thought he played pretty well. He made a wonderful century. The first frame he was in it, and then the final 2 frames, Matthew Self played brilliantly. So, but all things considered, I thought he didn't do himself he did himself good.
Okay.
What do you think? I was thinking.
But he said himself that the Q action was better than 10 years ago. So
really,
yeah, that's what Stephen Hendry said in one of his updates and news.
Oh yeah. Well, he did all right. I was happy with what I saw from him.
Yeah.
And we're mega excited today some big news
Yeah.
has transpired for us as a team and as a group. We have got next Thursday booked in.
Yep.
He's confirmed. Chris Henry, the coach, the master coach, who he's coming on for a discussion with us. He coached Stephen Hendry. He coached
Mark
Peter
Selby.
Ebden.
Did he not? Does he not coach Mark Selby?
He does.
Yes, no.
Scott, what is
Yeah.
going to ask him a question? I'll let you tell Mike
Well,
what you want to ask him, Scott.
Please, Scott.
I'm just going to ask, yes, Mike Harrigan, I'm just going to ask Chris what he's done with Mark's technique, because Mark wasn't doing a lot there for a couple of years, but then he joined up with Chris and he seems to be doing well again. So,
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, this is what it's all about. We got to get some questions for these guys. That's a good one. Yeah.
Anything from
So
you, Mike, on Chris Henry? You know who he is and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Who he is? Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
believe
great
that
pickup.
scoop.
Yeah. Excellent. work,
We've
fellas.
also got Dave Hendon, of course, still to confirm, but I'm sure he will after Gibraltar. We've got Jamie Curtis Barrett, who told me today that he was driving down to Milton Keynes to play with Mark Allen tomorrow.
that's
And I
what
wish him the
Mark
best of luck.
does one on him and then I can slag him off.
Well,
Don't know about that, but anyway.
idea, Scott. But yeah, he said that he was driving down, and he says absolutely, we'll come on, sure, no problem at all. So he's kind of confirmed, but we've got to get a date out of him yet.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all
Which
good.
is a great one. Wayne Townsend said he will come on next week as well. Do you know
All
much about Wayne Townsend, Mike?
I'm not as familiar with him. You'd have to enlighten me on that.
Scott?
Welshman, not much in the pro game, but very good amateur.
Okay, all right. So we can
Also-
talk about the amateur team with him.
Also, the possibilities. Sean Maddox, he's said on his because he lost today, but he was on a message with me earlier on, and he actually loved part of my message. Just quickly, I think he just did that quickly. So
Yeah.
and then I messaged him to say, just let me know when you're available, and then
Yep.
so I'll have to wait for him to get back
Yeah.
to me later on. So that's
Excellent.
Sean Maddox, and also a possible Lucas Kleckers as well, because I know that he's done podcasts before where he's done give interviews, and he might be okay to do it. So
Fantastic.
we
Yeah, he's a good pick.
and possibly not a definite, so don't go mad on this, but it's a possibility of Paul Collier, the referee.
Oh,
Possibility, yes.
fantastic.
So
yeah,
I thought I'd leave that one as a surprise to you.
That
Scott, as
was
well.
extraordinary.
yeah, we got a lineup coming. That's for
So
certain.
next Thursday, guys, is definitely Chris Henry. Wow.
That's perfect.
Yeah, well,
We'll have a game for him.
Absolutely.
well, as they say on Top Gear, on that bombshell.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap, guys. It's time for Mike joining us, but we were on air since 7.
No problem. Yeah, that's all good. I just wanted a quick drop in. I know I was trying to get back as quickly as I could.
I just can't believe it.
Great news.
I just can't believe we got them, guys.
Wonderful news. I just hope Dave confirms for us.
Yeah, he will do, I'm sure.
To all our listeners, this is just the beginning. We're gonna have some big scalps coming on our show. So just hang out, come hang out with us.
There.
It's gonna be a good
I'm waiting for angles.
Can you imagine if we get Lucas Kleckers and that?
Wait, it'll slowly move up. We'll move up the ladder quickly, I think. So,
Yeah.
Excellent. Good stuff, fellas.
All right, guys. Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Thanks very much.
I'll let
10
you,
o'clock.
Scott. I'll let you and Mike debrief because
Yeah.
I've got quiet now.
That'll do.
Okay. See you
Sounds
later.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good one.